Hey, Radio Horror YouTubers, this is Dr. Chris taking a look at another set of awesome non-sport collectible cards. This is the second set of Vampirella cards I looked at on this channel, and this is from the Topps Vampirella line of cards from 1995. This is when it was Vengeance of Vampirella, running at the time through Harris Comics, which was the last people, or second to the last people, I think, for Dynamite. Got the license to Vampirella, and Dynamite's been publishing Vampirella ever since. So we're going to take a look at some of the amazing art on these cards. These, again, are mostly from the Vengeance of Vampirella line. And you can tell that because a lot of the back of the cards has to do with some of the back of the cards do with the Mystery Walk, which was written by Tom Snagoski. He came on the Radio Horror Show recently to talk a little bit about Hellboy, and he's been on my podcast, Goth Girl Horror, as well. So these are the back descriptions of the cards. And the front of the cards in tiny, 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 tiny lettering. You can see who the artist is. Illustrations by Ray Lago, or Lego, if I'm mispronouncing that correctly, I apologize. But yeah, a lot of these are the covers to The Vengeance of Vampirella, which ran for 25 issues, and then had a mini-series, Death and Destruction, and they killed Vampirella off. And then they returned her in Vampirella Lives by Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner, who would go on to do the Vampirella book that follows that. But Tom has recently returned to Dynamite and started a Vengeance of Vampirella series set after Death and Destruction. So it's like Vengeance of Vampirella Volume 2, if you will. And that's going to run for like 25 issues before it ends. So I wanted to showcase some of these beautiful cards. I got them on eBay, and they're all completely sleeved. I didn't have an unopened box, unfortunately, so there's no chase cards. But those are extremely rare and hard to find. You think the Marvel cards are really hard to find? Try getting them for the independent companies like Chaos, Harris. That is a fantastic picture of Vampirella. Let's take a look right here. Let's see. Ooh, sorry. Let's take a look at the back as well, and see if we can figure out who the artist is on some of these. Because sometimes they're printed on the back, and sometimes they're not. There we go, actually right there. It tells you what issue it's part of too. And then we got more of these fantastic, gorgeous pinup shots of Vampy. Now, if you go on the Radio Horror YouTube channel, you can also check out a review commentary that me and a guest did for, these are done by Jose Gonzalez, for the Vampirella movie, which if you have never seen, is quite the thing to see. This is Vampirella teaming up with Madman. Absolutely love the artwork in these cards. And this is, I believe, all artwork too. I know that looks like a photograph, but it's not. And then on the back, again, we can spotlight who these artists are, like Mike Allred, Dave Gibbons, and Joanne Daly. Some of these I recognize, and some of them I don't. But it's great that they put the artist on the back of the cards. Not a big fan of that one with Vampirella with the snake, but that's okay. Sam Keith. Yep. Creator of the Max. These are absolutely stunning, beautiful visual cards of Vampirella. Now, just to also point out, these are the longer Vampirella cards. So a normal card is comes up about here, and these are the long widescreen version cards, which were very popular in the 90s. If you knew that Ty Templeton was on the other one. If you know the Star Wars cards that came out from Topps also did this. Spawn did it, and Wildcats, and a couple other card series did it as well. Vintage Vampirella, which I absolutely love. Ooh, I love that image on the back of her. It's beautiful. Of course, Frank Rosetta as well. Vampirella has like 5 creators. Try to have one of the creators on the show, and they were not having it. They didn't want anything to do with Vampirella anymore, and they were tired of being associated with the character. Who that person is will remain anonymous. Keeping them fully sleeved, of course, helps me to showcase them off and spotlight who the artists are on these. Gotta love the red foil for the name Vampirella. Really stands out. That one right there I absolutely love, where she's pulling the blood chalice on top of her. Absolutely beautiful. And then here we go. We actually have some photographs of Vampirella. So I was wrong. I thought they were all art cards, but they're not. Oh, and then on the back they form a puzzle of the model. And now, the model for these cards, so these are the chase cards, because I don't know all these models off the top of my head. These are not the model. Oh, I'm sorry. So those are the artists. So those are the other chase cards, which I don't have. And then those are just the photographs of the models, which I really gotta try and see if I can figure out who some of these models are. I think the same model, I believe. Yes. So I am not, other than Julie Strain, I am not the biggest Vampirella model expert. If I happen to know who it is, I'll plug it into the show notes. Otherwise, please feel free to leave a comment in the section below if you know who the model is. If I haven't had a chance to plug it in, what chance I upload this video. So I do apologize for that. She is stunningly gorgeous. Of course, Julie Strain just recently passed away. It's really unfortunate news to hear of her passing. She was a longtime model for heavy metal, and she was a Vampirella model for a number of years. But that's all the time we have here on the Radio Horror YouTube channel. Thank you for checking out the Vampirella Topps Vision Gallery. Vampirella Gallery, that's what it's called. 1995 Topps cards. I've heard it have a couple different names. This set is not hard to find, folks. So definitely check it out. See if you can hunt down a box if you can. See if you can find those art chase cards. Thank you, everyone. Like, subscribe, and comment. Check out the rest of the videos here on the Radio Horror YouTube channel.